it's Patty. So in today's video, I want to share with you what planner I'm going to be using and kind of our routine for the new year. Last year, I did a video on this when Leah was starting pre-K 4, and I came up with a planner. I'm very type A personality, and it was very detail oriented, and our schedule was very detail oriented. And I was pregnant, and I later had a baby girl in December, and that kind of went out the window. And I realized with a almost 3-year-old and a now 7-month, almost 8-month-old, there's no way I can do kindergarten so rigid and structured, and I just kind of gotta go with the flow with things. So I decided to kind of make my planning and routine a little bit loose, which is totally against my personality, but we're gonna try it and see how it goes. So the planner I picked this year is the Recollection Planner. This is from Michaels. I have purchased these as personal planners, and I saw the teacher planner and I was really excited to give it a try. They do have, it's not specific to homeschooling, but I felt like it was really simple, really easy to use. It had everything I needed for her for kindergarten to keep track of what we're going to be doing and all of that. So I thought it was really great. I'll give you an up-close look at it in just a second. But I also wanted to share with you our routine. Also, with the Recollection Planner, they usually have them like 40 to 50% off. A lot of times you can use an additional 20% off coupon. The teacher planner is $30, and then so you could definitely get it for $15 or less from Michaels. So I feel like that's very reasonable to spend on a planner for the school year. So in kind of comparison to my head, this is the size of it. So it's not too bulky, not too big, and I'm really happy that I was able to find this. So I'm really excited to use it. Now, my plans for our routine is kind of, last year I made it by time frame, and this year I'm planning it around our day, our meals, that type of thing. So the game plan is I'm going to have a morning basket set out, and this is a routine I'm going to have to teach the kids, and it'll take some time. But my goal is for the kids to come out of bed. Usually I'm still feeding Ella, so while they're waiting for breakfast and all of those things, my goal would be that they start pulling things out of the morning basket. Some of the activities I have in there for them to practice, and things that I'm going to be going over with them and I would like them to have. So half of our morning basket is going to be things I want them to do on their own while they're waiting for me. So that is my hope. I don't see that happening every morning, but it's a routine I'm hoping to establish. And then during breakfast time, we're going to work on morning basket all together. So during morning basket, I want to focus on Bible time. I also want to include poetry during that time. And then any things I want to review or seasonal things. I definitely want to include seasonal things during that time. So for right now, for August, I'll be sharing a morning basket, but it'll be things related to beginning of the school year, that type of thing. In October, it'll be fall-related things. So I'll be changing those, like adding seasonal activities during our morning basket time. And then that'll be our Bible time and our poetry time and that type of thing. Then after breakfast is going to be the core of our homeschool. And during that time, I will be doing language arts and math, and I have a whole video on the curriculums I picked and all of that, so definitely check that out if you want to see which ones I'm using. But I probably will rotate and do like language arts first and then math, and then the next day do math first and then language arts, because I've noticed Leah starts off really strong and then kind of fizzles out as the day goes on, so I don't want to always be doing the one subject and then her always fizzling out on the second subject. So I'll probably rotate those back and forth. So I would like to do language arts math before lunch. I feel like while we're eating, it's always a good time to do some reading because they're sitting down eating and I have their attention. So actually before lunchtime, they do have a snack in between breakfast and lunch. So during snack time, It'll probably be between language arts and math. We'll break it up, kind of take a break. They can play for a little bit, have a snack. So during snack time, I'm going to be reading a read aloud. I haven't picked a read aloud for this year, which I kind of need to get my act together because we're starting school on Monday. So I need to pick a read aloud. But we'll be doing our read aloud, and then after, like during lunchtime, so we'll do language arts, snack, math, or math, snack, language arts. Then during lunchtime is when I'm going to be doing science or geography. Both of those are literature based. So for science, I have the Louis Giglio devotional, and then we're also going to be including like nature studies throughout the year, and different like STEM activities, unit studies, things like that. And then for geography, it's the Good and the Beautiful. I'm sorry, not the Good and the Beautiful. Beautiful Feet books. So both literature based. So very easy to do during lunchtime while the kids are eating. I think it'll be a really fun way to kind of pass the time while they're eating, and I'll have their attention because they're sitting and eating. So that's kind of the plan for that. Then Ella does take a nap in the morning, and then both younger kids take naps in the afternoon. It doesn't always line up at the same time because Ella's schedule is all over the place, where Hunter has a set schedule. So what my hope is on most days where it does line up, I would like to work on handwriting with Leah and then work on anything she's struggling with at the time. So if she had a hard time with the language arts lesson, I want to go back and work with her one-on-one, not when I'm trying to handle all 3 kids at once. So I'm hoping to at least have 30 to 40 minutes of dedicated time just with her during nap time, but I know that's not going to happen every single day, but I'm hoping 2 to 3 times a day we can do that. Also, this year I do plan on trying out year-round schooling, so we won't always be doing 5 days a week of school. Many weeks we'll be doing 4 days a week. It'll just depend on our schedule. Because of my husband's schedule, some weeks he's home, his day off is during the week, some weeks he works on his day off. It just depends. So depending on his schedule, and then sometimes he's home for 3 days in a row. So his schedule kind of changes, and we want to revolve our school schedule around his schedule. So some weeks we will have shorter weeks, and then some weeks we have longer weeks. I also have noticed with summer, I don't want to take a huge break because I feel like then they kind of forget the routines and everything. So I want to take like a 2 to 3 week break in the summer and a 2 to 3 week break in the winter, and then shorter breaks in between, but go year round. I don't want to take like a 2.5 month break. So that's kind of the plan for that. Another goal I have with our routine is I'm really hoping to wake up before the kids. Ella still wakes up throughout the night, and I go to bed really late because there's a lot to do after the kids go to bed. So I don't see myself waking up before the kids every single morning, but my goal is to do it at least 3 times a week. That way I'm ready to go before they even wake up, and it's a strong, solid homeschool day and a strong start to our day. I feel like if I'm ready to go, it's a good way to get the morning going. It's just not practical to do that every day because I get about 4 hours of sleep. So, I'm going to try my best. It's a goal, but we'll see how it goes. So that's kind of my routine. I'm going to go ahead and show you a close-up of the planner, and so you can see inside of it. Here is a close-up of the planner. The front cover is like a nice thick plastic cover, which is really nice. They did have a few different covers to choose from, but I like the watercolors. And then this is not a homeschool planner, this is a teacher planner. So some of the pages are not applicable, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided if I'm going to use them, if I'm going to try to adjust them. I know a lot of Etsy shops sell homeschool stickers where I'm sure I can adjust the planner. But for now, I'm keeping it simple, and I'll use the pages that I know how I'm going to use them. And if the time comes where I need more space, I can adjust the pages that I'm not going to be using. But to me, this planner was affordable enough where it was still worth getting, even though I'm not going to be using some of the pages. So like I said, like it has tips for substitute, which I wouldn't be really using volunteer special events, I think would be a good place to put field trips, or like maybe even different like homeschool events, like there's homeschool sales and things like that. And then like I don't need the student information sheet. Then it has like an absentee log, which it probably would be a good place to track like the days we don't do school that we're expecting to do school, things like that. Seating chart and graphs. This might be a good place to track like progress for different things, like and I like that pages are not wasted, in the sense of like blank pages, like it has like line paper. If it's not a dedicated page, then it has year plan, so it gives you each month your objectives for the month. I really like this. Things to remember, quote of the month, important days, and to do. And I thought this would be a really good way to kind of track what you want to focus on for the following month, things that have gone well this month, and just keep documentation of those things. So you got one of those in front of each tab, and then you have your month at a glance, and then everything is undated, which I also found to be helpful for this, especially in the lesson plan section. So you have all those months, and it goes through all the way through June of next year. So that's perfect, because we are going to be doing year-round schooling and taking just like a small break. So that's perfect. So it goes all the way through June, and then you have your lesson plans. I started lesson planning for Monday, but I did it in pencil because I want to be positive of the format before. And this coming week is kind of like I want to see how things go, and then I'll do actual lesson planning in the future. So I just have for my sections language arts, math, writing, science, geography, and Bible. And like I said, I really like that it's not dated, because since our school schedule is going to look a little bit different, I'm not wasting any weeks or anything like that. Like I can jot down, and it's a good way to track the days we actually did school, so I have that documentation. So it has tons and tons of lesson planning pages, and you could put your week number and all of that. So I really like how that is structured. Then it has like another little note page. Then you have a checklist. I think this will be great for read alouds. I want to keep track of books we're reading, and just things that the kids are showing interest in, unit studies we're doing, things like that. I think this will be really a good way to document that and kind of be accountable and make sure we're reading lots of books. I think that's always a good thing. I'm not going to write down every picture book we read, but the books with like substance I want to keep track of. Then we have some really fun stickers. I love planner stickers. I think they're always really fun to use. So there's library, which we probably would use. Then holidays. I love the blank stickers because then I can adjust it to our needs, which I think is really fun. And then there's like the fun ones like first day. So I got to make sure I add that picture. Field trip, you got this. Different, I think just like different fun, cute stickers. And then another, I feel like minimum day, fall break, winter break, spring break, and then just like vacation. Just fun stickers. And then it has this pocket folder, and then this little plastic folder, and then another like nice thick cover. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, what planner are you using this year? There are so many awesome choices, and I would love to hear. I'm always looking into planners and seeing what is out there. So let me know what you're going to be using this year. Also, let me know what your routine is like. Is it more structured? Is it kind of loose? What are you guys doing this year? How do you guys incorporate your routines with your other littles and things like that? So let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on another video tomorrow. Bye.